He was whipping up streams in a kettle, boiling actual content in a kettle, actual footage. Hello everyone, good evening. I love that video. It's fucking fantastic. It's in my head all the time, I can't escape it. It's such a... The original is disgusting, but the the edit of it is very, very good. It's fucking hilarious. It's a stim now. Okay. Let's boil it. Let's boil some shit. Let's whip up some shit in the kettle. You see, it's so, like, multimedia of a stim. It can go into anything. You can spec it into anything. The skill tree off this bit is huge. Also, guys, revelation. I think I've realized I'm a woman. What? No, I saw an Instagram reel of, like, a boyfriend taking like a quiz from his girlfriend, and it was asking, if you were a girl, would you be able to survive with the girlfriends? And it was questions like, the first one was something, if a girl asked you to check her, what do you do? Is it A, check her teeth, B, check her social media, C, check her handbag, or D, do you walk behind her? And I was like, walk behind her, and that was the correct answer. The second question was like, you've gone to pay for a coffee, a $4 coffee in cash. How much did it actually cost? $4? $5? Or was it free? And I said it was free, and the reason is because if you're paying in cash, it's basically free. It's free money. The next question was if... Oh, what was this question? Right, you return a shirt to the store that you bought last month, and you get, like, you get your money back. Oh, no, it's like, what happens to the money? It was like, A, you don't get your money back. B, you get your money back. Or C, you get free money. And I was like, it's free money. Because that money has already been spent, so that was already taken out of the equation in terms of my finances. Me getting the money back means I now have extra money I didn't plan on having, so it's basically free money. So I'm a woman. I got all the answers right. I can survive amongst the girlies. My androgyny game built different. Also, hello, Gospel and Noob. It's nice to see you. Also, hello to everyone who has stopped by. Bro, just saying shit? That's not me just saying shit. You're not making an effort to engage with what I'm saying. You've mistaken your social illiteracy for me not communicating in coherent sentences. I'm making plenty of sense. But also, hello everyone. I have come back. I've returned from a weekend in another city, the great city of Brighton. I went there Saturday, I came home Sunday, and it was a really fun time. It was just a day of drinking, having a good time. We went out clubbing at some point, which is an experience you only really can enjoy after you've had something to drink and that you're with friends. If you're the kind of person who goes to clubs alone, like maybe if you're trying to meet with people, but you're kind of a club creature if you're someone who turns up on your own. I think people kind of look at you like you're a creep. But it's a very good time. One of the worst headaches I've ever had. In fact, it was so bad it wasn't just a headache. It moved down my spine. It was like the base of my neck hurt. It probably did not help that I didn't have much sleep Saturday morning. And when we got back, my dear friend was, because we were all so plastered, we hadn't had the foresight to inflate the air mattresses we'd be sleeping on. So the air mattress I slept on was basically flaccid, which meant I was practically sleeping on the floor. On top of that, the corridor I was sleeping in has big windows with no blinds. We came in at 4, the sun was up at 6. I was basically sleeping in daylight. On top of that, it was really fucking hot. And whenever I moved, I felt like I was about to throw up, and my friend has carpeted floors, so I was just like, oh fuck, this is like the worst. This is like the fear of trying to use your friend's toilet and then like you clog it. It was that level of fear, because I was like, I don't want to get up and move, because if I throw up on the floor, my friend's gonna have to wake up to aging alcoholic vomit in his carpeted floor. So I just kind of had to tank it, and I managed to. After a couple more hours of sleeping it off, I woke up and I was basically fine. But I was going through the motions. Actual gibberish? Actual nonsensical information? Brethren, the mania! It's such a good fucking video. Yeah, and I came back Sunday feeling rather tired. I was glad to be home. But it was a very good time. It's always a good time. And these same friends I will be going away with to Germany come the end of August. Looking at about now, what's today? Wednesday? Like 2 weeks from now. I've clogged the toilet of my wife, girlfriend at a time on a first date. That's mortifying. That's the kind of shit I'd end a relationship. Not because I don't love the person, but I'm like, I've dishonored you and your family. I have to go. Straight back on Shiv. That was not true. I was straight back on Shiv. This is absolute nonsense in a kettle you're spewing right now. It was not straight back on Shiv. That is not true. And also, I've had to modulate my experience with Shiv 2. I think I'm gonna have to make a Steam alt and exclusively use it for Shiv 2. Not because I've really been recognized, because I'm not that important. You remember when I was like, oh, I don't want to do that commentary of the Shiv 2 tournament because I'm worried people are gonna get mad I'm doing it? That was me being arrogant as fuck. No one cared. The few people who recognized me were like, oh, it's glad to have you back. I hope you get back on the game. Which was like, you know what? This actually ended up being a good thing. But I don't really get recognized when I'm playing. I only really play with friends. But when you can private your games when you play them, you don't appear. No, that's not the issue. I don't care if people know I'm playing Shiv. There are a handful of people that I would rather not encounter, and if I do encounter, I'd rather we just pass like ships in the night. And that's not possible when I have the name homosexual intent, because I'm the only motherfucker with the name homosexual intent. It's that the very few scumbags who are still playing the game, I'd prefer to not be around, and if I am around them, I can pretend I'm not around them. Because otherwise, if they notice me, then it comes up in chat and all types of shit. It happened today. It wasn't even necessarily towards me, but like someone in the group I was playing with. You think Merlin's still no? Oh, of course he does. He's not. Look, that Kader, they're stupid. They are stupid people. The things he says are stupid, and he's triple stupid because he then pretends it's actually intelligent to say the shit he says. Either that, or he knows the shit he says is dumb, and he's doing it purely to be upsetting, which, you know, it's either or. But I wasn't acknowledged in the conversation. That wasn't the issue. It was that while I was playing, there was someone who decided to be very provocative and really poke the nest in regards to being a queer person, which is fine. And I'm not even saying like, oh, you need to keep that shit to yourself. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is like really prodding Shiv 2 people about, oh, I'm gay, or I'm trans, this, that, the other. So then the whole chat started getting rather angsty, and then he turns up, and he starts kind of whipping that into a personal army, and it's just like, in those moments, I remember, oh, this is why I stopped playing the game, because this is who I'm playing it with. Those are the moments where it's like, I should just turn off the chat at this point, because like, this is who I am playing with, and it does suck. Yeah, so I think I am just going to do that on an alt, and I'm just not going to talk in chat. I didn't really talk in chat. I was kind of BMing a guy who was being homophobic, but outside of that, I'm not really an active participant in arguments that happen there. But I think for my own sanity, I'd prefer to... Twitch support? Why are you linking me this? We've added a setting that lets you opt out of having your channel content used to train generative AI content models, of course, Amazon. Click here to learn more. Here's an idea. What if we watch live streams that weren't real? You know the fucked up thing? It probably would work. Because there are motherfuckers who are already treating AI chatbots like their best friends and significant others. This is just an extension of that. So unfortunately, I actually can see the appeal, and that's annoying. Trans rights, thank you, Lambda. Also, you didn't put up an event listing. Yeah, I'm gonna do it afterwards. I will be doing it after. Smug check general. $8.40 on this video. Oh yeah, that's Holy Dog reference. Smug and Shallow comment on a video and call him a nonce. I'm friends with this guy. Oh, friends. I'm mutuals with him. He's in the server. He's one of the Smug Bastard users. He's in the server. I know him. I gave him a shout out back in 2021. Not 2022. And that's how we know each other. He actually reached out to me and he gifted me a free copy of a game he made. And he was like, oh, well, if you ever want to make a video on it, it'd be greatly appreciated, but I don't expect anything. And I was like, well, it's not that it's a bad game, it's just not my kind of game. Again, a statement that people struggle to make in this day and age, because we all need to have superlative opinions. Frictionless, effortless whims of absolute bullshit. I used to know someone who believed in having an AI girlfriend. Yeah, they sound lonely as fuck. Why do I have 2 unread chat messages? Oh, it's from fucking... HSM, you remember I'm Seuss from when we played Over the Top? He was in the April Fool's video. I'm friends with him. He plays Hot Creators all the fucking time. It's the only game he plays. It's going insane, man. I intended on playing with him after the fact, but I never got the opportunity. But yeah, Shiv 2 is only really able to be enjoyed in small doses, I'm afraid. The day that people in AWR and that the server with Lisson's French friends The day they realize that they can just play other games, we will achieve world peace. We put out some new info on the next ARC update. Oh, sweet. Also, thank you, Steelers7532 for the follow. I didn't realize we had a new one. Pace is whatever, bro. Orb. Switch to gameplay. Webcam groups on. Hello, everyone. Hello. Desktop audio on. And it's already getting battle brothers. Fucking sick. Let me have a look at this. Frozen Trail, October 8th. Okay, so it's... We've been moving to fewer, larger updates. We know that means longer stretch between... We appreciate everyone is stuck with us while continue ship. On day, da-da. Is our newest map? Okay, new map. New high-level challenge. New arc operation. New arc, new threats. Deepening progression. We're building deeper progression systems, giving players more ways to craft their own journey, build towards long-term goals. And more. The teams continue to work on new content, new weapons and ways to personalize them. Alongside all that, we'll continue improving the core art creators' experience through ongoing work on matchmaking, anti-cheat, stability, and quality of life updates. Those improvements may not always be the headline features, they may be a critical part of making every raid feel balanced and enjoyable. You'll be able to experience Frozen Trophy yourself October 8th, and we'll be sharing more details of you in September. Well, that's nice. I've actually pondered taking a quick return to it, because I've got it uninstalled as currently. But I'm curious to go back and give it another try. Also, how's our party looking? We're looking fine, we're just out of money and everything. Well, not money, we're out of food. We made it by the skin of our fucking teeth. But I'm curious. And Sue's actually what I messaged him about. I was like, dude, how are you still playing this game? Isn't like hacking and duping a big problem? I don't know what he's replied with, but I'm curious. Martyr, Battlefield Control, Lone Wolf, Vengeance, Last Stand. Well, the problem is these are all worth 4K. How much we pay out per day? We've kind of got to be maintaining what we have. As we know, as we have established since last time, our biggest issue is that our guys, while they are good, they're not brilliant. We have a handful of guys who are very good, and quite a few guys who are not. So, that's something we have to work out. We also need to make progress in trying to level up Writer A into becoming a anti-Isrock character, in which if we are able to do that, we will have a exceedingly improved chance of doing so. We're also in a position where everyone on the map hates us, so it means we are basically going to be down here for the rest of the stream. My issue is time sync. I enjoy the games but I also really like making my art. Yeah, but you can say about any game. Battle Brothers is a hell of a time sync. And our creators, like, you could play a stream as half an hour at best. You get up in the morning, you play one raid, and then you head off. You do what you need to. Shiv 2 was and still is very good for that reason. And that's one of the compelling ways in which it works. You can just pick it up, drop it, and go back to what you need to do. But the downside is, of course, for people you're playing it with. Is our armor damaged as well? Or we... I mean, it's... Oh, no, in some cases it's pretty damaged. Not our back line, fortunately, but our front line, for sure. Okay. We've also repaired our nets. Everyone else is missing out on theirs. We apparently defeated a crowd of orcs last time. Okay, we should be good. Alright, let's quickly salvage. Or what's this? Somebody get these beggars out of here! So this is becoming a consistent theme on this stream every time we start up a new run. DZ Hunter. Not DZ Hunter. Yeah, it is DZ Hunter. DZ Hunter begs for money. And it's pissing me off, man. Yeah, it's not easy to apply to a lot of games I have. I'd say of all of them, Ark is the one that requires the least amount of a continuous investment to enjoy. It's one you can enjoy in stints, fortunately. See, the squirrel's got a concussion. We love to see that. Fortunately, I think if we treat this with our meds and then we put a whole row of guys on healing, it then means that, hopefully we'll be able to outpace the injury. By the time midday comes around, it will count as a day having passed. Because that's when it counts it. And then I think we should be good. Speaking of, you know how I mentioned that I'd been clubbing in Brighton? Maybe I really am a woman, because I only had a couple of drinks. I was already on a dance floor trying to dance with my friends. You know what men do? They stand on the corners looking at their phone. Why even come out? Assuming you've pre-gamed. You probably haven't pre-gamed, but if you've pre-gamed, and also if you're there to meet with women, you need to get on that dance floor, man. I'm not saying this as like a dating guru. I'm saying it that, like, last time I went, apparently I pulled a girl and I didn't even realize just because I was dancing. I'm not even a good dancer. Why go clubbing if you're going to stand on the fridges awkwardly looking at your phone? You could just do that at home. Why are you out here? Go to a fucking bar or something. It was so lame. We went to a bar. We went to a infamous club called Prism, which is like the quote-unquote normie bar, for lack of a better word. It's where like all the kind of, I don't know, normies. I don't know how else to describe. Sorry, I don't know what else to say. But point being that, like, it was a rite of passage for me to take my friend there because my friend was new to the area, and we went in and it was dead. And then we went to another room and it was actually quite lively, and we stayed for longer than we were expecting to. But I don't understand why go clubbing if you're not gonna fucking club, man. You're just bringing the vibes down. Paces, let's call this paces 51. There is, get on the dance floor and do something, bro. How much you paying? 1K. I accept indubitably, my friend. Yes. Indubitably is not an adverb, but I take it. Oh no, it is an adverb, but I'm using it wrong. Okay, so there's a camp we have to go to. It's all the way here. We could do some exploring in this stream of the desert area. At least widen out the map. Every time we're camping, we need to remember, Reiter is always on training. We're always training Reiter. There's no reason to not be doing that. And hopefully we'll be able to get to Reiter to max level before, maybe even the end of this stream. We'll have to see. When did we start this? At just 6 o'clock? Right. Pack of cutthroats, outlaws, archers, leaders, a few desert stalkers. Okay, so this, if someone dies during this, then they deserve to die because they're clearly not as good as I expected them to be. Because this lineup is going to be absolute shit. They're going to get trounced. Let's lock the fuck in. Let's do it. Okay. What are we looking at here? Merc's taking the first shot, so that likely means Merc's going to hit. Who's got the least armor here? You have a pole mace. Beautiful work. Okay, based on where we have these non-traversable items, I'm thinking we try and get, like... I mean, you're able to come here, 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 here. I'm just trying to think of where they're going to move first. We want to cover the areas that they're going to be moving to. Oh, you've got no armor. Bye-bye. He's so close to dead. Brody, let's get you in here. Erha gonna die. Erha has been around since, like, I think the first third of our campaign. If Erha dies, then that's... maybe Erha deserved to go. We have range from here. No, we'll wait a turn. Desert Stalkers are going to be the main threat here because they are the only endgame enemy. No, not even the leader, because they're not a... do nomads have, I guess, champions, right? I'm immortal. Depends, man. Depends if I get someone who's even better than you coming along. It's Alan. Okay, Alan doesn't get Berserk. We can already put in shots on a teak. Do we have 2 leaders? Oh, they do. Okay. It's right. We can handle this. '84. On an 84, no less. They're trying to create a salient in the line here. Break his shield. Kill him. A 57. I forget after you do that smash shield, you become kind of useless. Patient Hunter, so you're going to be fine next turn. HSM, you come in here. Just block this off. Step here. You can handle this because you have the shield. Signatelli's gonna go in here. These two are engaged. There's no one else to follow through and leap over. So actually we're gonna leave that and we're gonna come here and Spear Wolf. So that way we have this covered from them entering. Sig comes in here. This line's looking pretty full. Okay, and then Lee Son can come up here then. Don Furpo, the goat, comes in here. Rest in piss, god damn. Leap. That's 63. Staggered. You love to see it. Did you rename? Yes, I did. It happened last stream. You were here. It's a great changing of an era. How are you not dead? Thank you. Who can we pinpoint here? Give the Nomad Archer. Second monitor? Yeah, alright, bro. Throw the net here, draw your shield. HSM can't get stunned. Imagine getting stunned by a stick. Lovely. I'm rolling 14s while you're surrounded. Okay, we're going to try and leapfrog over this. Lee Son can block the hole here, so we should be fine. Flourish. Chance to hit, 64. We're getting really bad rolls today. Net this guy, shield. Ben is a good polearm guy. Very nice. I mean, we know this. We've been knowing this. Lovely. Guaranteed to get a kill on you. Whipping up death in a battlefield. He was whipping up death on a battlefield. No, I can't work that bit. Hold on. He was whipping up contracts on a battlefield. Boiling workplace employment on a battlefield. Actual quests. Actual contractual obligations. Mercenary for money. Thank you, Sig. Henchman schemes! So good. Never thought I'd be in love with a joke before, but I am. God damn, I am. Okay, now we can start going at the Desert Stalkers. This is why Gubfried's crazy. That armor is saving bro's life. You ready for this shit? Oh, that's the captain. Okay. You. Lovely. Legendary Cleaver. mean, it's a leader, so he's not gonna have any legendary armor. He's just a guy. Staggered. I mean, we're not gonna pierce the armor. Might as well start putting in shots on the stalkers. Trans rights. He was whipping up jokes in a... He was whipping up jokes in a kettle! Boiling goofs! Actual bits! Actual punchlines in a kettle! Chester for jokes! Let's bring Stusa forward. Agent actually hasn't managed to really get action. That's alright, here you go, take this. Oh, well, you could miss on a 65. Okay, now we've got these guys locked down. Lean Slayer, you can come up here. Boiling Malevolence, it's such a good line. Someone said they wanted to like change their username to Boiling Malevolence. I loved it that much. Off of their head. Missed HSM twice. That's not a good omen, my friend. Chance to hit 51. Fuck. This guy's fleeing. Lovely. He was rolling 95s in battle. Lovely. We get in here. These guys are surrounded. Nowhere for them to run. It's over. We won. Easy peasy. Squeeze for fucking lemon. This guy's staggered. And even if he survives a turn, somehow he's gonna bleed to death. Dead. What's that? Damn, a 32 on the puncture. Can't believe Boiling Evil was posted in reference to Pip talking about the penis bone. Pip's just talking about shit. You wanna know a person who was just typing shit? It's Pipsqueak. We kind of love them for that. Okay, get Sig in here. Okay, yep. Step towards Gubfried. Excellent idea. Did you learn anything? Okay, so these two are dead. And they actually, there's like one tile to flee. We don't need to be keeping anything because we don't care about anything. So we're just gonna come in. They haven't got anything we want. They're surrounded. Bye-bye. Easy battle. Rudimentary loot. But we will take it all the same. And that's 1.5k under our belt. You take out a day's pay, that's like 900, 800. The stepping stones too. Oh, okay, bleach stones. An interesting conversation to witness. That's why we like Pipsqueak. Pipsqueak, again, this is the first person I can refer to as a chatter, because Pipsqueak's behavior is divorced from an individual identity. They're just a phenomenon made manifest. The only issue I'm having is these guys are not producing any more food. Their books are cheaper now, but why do we call it boning if there's no bone in the penis? Oh shit! If Pipsqueak had said that, I would have been like, that's a fucking truth nuke. An inescapable fact. Can't be defying that. Okay. Unfortunately, we do have Lean Slayer with a pierced side, but nothing we can't work with. If we quickly were to camp, of course, we need Writer in training. I don't believe Writer's the only one. Yeah, Nivi needs to be in training along with Rust. Where's Rust? Here. And Brody. And then outside of that, I think we should be good. Oh yeah, we have a lot. The first map she got posted got ignored. There's much for her to learn, and I'm glad that she's so curious in the world to want to learn. Fires of religious turmoil burn bright. Bro, I'm not involved, man. Stop knocking on my fucking door. South and North Korea? Yeah. And then she's like, oh, South is up, right? There will never be another Pipsqueak, so look now. Because when the time comes, Pipsqueak will be gone forever. Cuba, question mark. It's an intellect, it's genuinely an IQ too high. Beyond us to ever know. Did we even use nets? Yes, we did. We used a couple. It's all bait. I'm sorry, I don't know if it is. It could be, but I'm not sure anymore. HSM play Vermin told me I'm watching the LaRubric stream. That's a real fucking stream cell, man. He's staying right here. He's not abandoning his goat for something as paltry as Vermintide 2. This is why we fuck with HSM. How much is this? This is so undervalued, bro. We have to do another quest. It's also part of our ambition to be doing quests. So we should just get into another one, ideally. I played with Jord like 2 hours ago. Yes, I saw you actually in the voice call. 50 paces can help. Yes. I'm down the dead, but Romarank ahead. Well, if we're intelligent, I can find, because the city states are so small, there's always a guaranteed regiment. I can just find them and lead them back. Watch where you step. Yeah. Just lead them back to the city and then we can have a fight and I'll just have the 28 guys that are on my team come and fight instead. This is if the game has remembered to spawn in a group, because I've had quests where the game just does not for 5 days straight and I lose so much money in trying to find them. 4th Regiment of Cahade. Another outpost. I wish we did patrol duties because then that would mean we'd be getting paid a lot of money. I'm running out of fucking food, man. Where are we? Hunt down the dead that roam the desert around Cahade. Yeah, would you like me to... You guys got like a GPS tracker or something? Oh, I found him. You come across a band of nomads. Despite the severity of a war going on, they do not treat you as a threat. One accepts you, welcomes you with a drink in the shade of an umbrella, which you accept. Hope each other have been kind, Crownling. You share a similarity with us Dune Runners, that of the Interloper. The grievances between the North and South need not concern us. Though I suspect you made a great deal of coin in the conflict, some of my countrymen will continue most faithful to the Guilder because of it. We don't follow the beliefs. What is Rust doing over there? What happened? Rust the Wildman steps beneath the umbrella. The Nomad stares at him and the Wildman at the Nomad. You ask if they know each other. The Nomad smiles. No, but yes, we've kindred spirits. I can see it in his eyes. The Wildman hoots and grunts, then turns and leaves. When you return your gaze to the Nomad, he's holding out a gilded dagger. Treasures, golds, those things which shine and catch men's eye, they carry little value to me, and I found this upon one of the Vizier's guards. We had slain him and his caravan for their food and water, the things which I believe most important. You may have the dagger as nothing more than a gift. Oh shit. You take it, but warn that if he ambushes you the way he did the Vizier's men, that you perhaps will use the very same dagger against him. The Nomad nods, and yet it's still my gift. I would find the occasion to be of such irony that it could only be a pleasure to die in such a manner. There are worse ways to go here in the desert, my friend. Alright, I'll fucking take it. Hello, Rubric Cube. Hello, Mail Glazer. How's it going? Mail Glazer, my company is hungry as fuck. But we have so many guys on meds that we don't need to be on meds right now. Find some food. Find some food. Just some food, please. Something to stave off the hunger. Okay, they have more food. Look how much money I'm having to fork out for just food. Because I'm stuck over here. Look how much of a map I could be playing with right now. I'm stuck here because of some fuck-ass, like, religious war. I hate this shit, dude. Okay, I now need to follow the track again. Here we go, this way. Our guys are doing okay, right? Yeah, everyone's content. I'm losing so much money. Come on. Just, where are they running to? Embalmed 18. Soldiers, nobles, embalmed priests. Okay. They're running away from us. I'm hoping we manage to engage in time before it becomes night. We do. Range stuff doesn't really matter too much to the embalmed, but... Whew. These guys are scary. That's a lot of embalmed nobles. That's a lot of embalmed nobles. That's more embalmed nobles than soldiers, man. They said a few embalmed nobles. Like, they're all embalmed nobles. Look at all those two-handers. Okay. Now, the priests we've got to be wary of because they like to spew up sand that then damages us over time. Look at this. It's not going to do much other than destroy armor. Do a bit of cheeky overwhelming. Wait your turn. You step forward. We just need to fill gaps in the lines here. Everyone in the back line needs to wait. We can take pot shots to erode the armor. Okay, you step here. Leaping forwards. Prepare to bleed. There's no bleed damage to be done against undead, but we get plus 10% with prepare to bleed, so we'll take it. Wait a turn. A lot of these are pikes as well. So we actually next turn need to move forward because otherwise we're going to step forward one tile and stab us from range, and then they get the advantage there. And I'd prefer that, you know, to not be the case. Just getting our nets out there. That's a brave move, okay. Okay, Gubfried's in. Shield up. Nivy, I'm kind of the one that I'm worried about here, but who knows how this goes. We need to get in range and fight this turn. but Nivy I'm a bit worried about. Why do I feel like Fat Nonkers is a bit shit now? Like, they're just constantly rolling 67s. Roll a 21. Okay, Gubfried's doing okay. Us, not entirely sure. Okay, we finally got a hit. Oh my god, how much health do you have? Only 93. That helmet really saved on the hit. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Okay, at least this one has to be up close. But a lot of these do not. Okay, embalmed soldiers we don't really care about. These guys just exist to get in the way. 21? Okay, good. This golden pike I am scared of, the Royal Lance. That's a little bit fucking terrifying. Yeah, Gubfried, they're all rolling 25s and Gubfried. I'm okay with it. Overhead. Ooh, hold on. Footwork here. Big hits from Lusond. One dead. Now, the thing we have to beware is when we kill them, we get Curse of a Mummy, which then doubles our hit percentage, or doubles the damage we get dealt. Ooh, beautiful hit. First hit we've taken, I believe. Gonna do a riposte. We're going to experiment with using the Flourish as well, in case that does penetrate the armor. I don't think that's the case, but we'll see. I think there was someone who was quite low. Fuck, they get 9 lives. That's so annoying. Dead, at least. Good. I don't want Nivy to come in here and get surrounded by 3. But I do need Nivy to stand here and block in case someone tries to leapfrog over. Armor's broken. Pushed back. Was that a hit on Gubfried? Oh, that actually landed. That's annoying. Okay, that's fine. For Lusond, that's fine. That's Lusond's whole deal, is to be getting hit, rather. Step forward. 82. Misclick, but we'll take it. What the fuck? On a 29. And it was ripped ear, so that's initiative damage. No one gives a shit about these guys. It's all these nobles that are quite troubling. Okay. Impale chance, which isn't good because I've got resistance against piercing attacks. You hate to see it. Rotate. Overhead. Hit the back guy. Even despite having resistance against piercing attacks, that's a big hit. And that's a lot of bleed as well. Fuck. Very close to dead. These guys hate Gubfried. Close. Bro. 29. They keep rolling. This is what I mean when I say I wonder what else is going on under the hood, man. Because how many 29s have they just rolled on Gubfried? It's insane. At least for not hitting their 14s. That's a problematic number. How much is a strike? 7 fatigue. Good. I think both priests are dead. Yes, they are. Another near-death experience for Gubfried is not a real fight without that. That's very true. Gubfried's defining characteristic is his ability to die. He didn't even get his 9 lives triggered. What? Did he get 9 lives triggered at any point? He just died. Where's his 9 lives? His body was hit for 13 damage as well. That's such a piss take. Game fucked you. He genuinely did not... I don't remember his 9 lives being triggered. Trying to see Embalm Noble does this because he got hit before. That's so awesome. He was in the middle of the line as well. Fuck's sake. My life is like a video game, trying hard to beat the stage. All the while I'm still collecting coins. Fuck. He was whipping up video games in a kettle. Boiling coins in a kettle. Trying hard to beat the stage. Just wait. Just save our shots till they're closer. Don't waste them now. And maybe save our nets for when we're engaged so we can increase these hit chances. Maybe I was premature on the netting. Everyone's got Patient Hunt on the back lines. No, this time they're being more cautious. Oh, not that one. HSM used to be in the middle. You have some of my beer, man. Make this bullshit fight go down smoother. You come here. 2 regular people either side of Gottfried. You come here. Okay. How many? Hold on. Jury, please turn your eyes to Exhibit A. 87 missed. 87 missed. 87 narrowly hit. How many times did they hit 29 on Gottfried? I'm just saying. God forbid someone says it how it is. Where's Embalmed Priest? They're both hiding. They're actual fucking cowards. Get back. Step back, please. And you step back as well. Take a step back. Thank you. Switching the shields on some of these guys because they're going to take a step forward on their turn. Trying to spread the damage out here. Step back. Pole arm. So many of you guys are fucking pole arms. Hitting Sig is to be expected. Okay. 21, I'm surprised they didn't hit that. No, in this fucking game. Missed Iris as well. Iris doesn't even have the shield out. Okay. Oh my god. Free. Me, when the maths teacher asks what's fucking 2 + 1? And I lose my fucking mind. Footwork here. 2 hit. They rolled a 3. The fucked up thing is they can roll 3s. It is allowed in the rulebook. You can do it in a regulation. It pisses me off that they do it though. I love that you've... DZ Hunter, you get in here. Thank you. Try and overwhelm the polearm, guys. I don't think these guys can be stunned. We can hit them. Does a curse give them, like, the increased chance? I don't know. Maybe it does, and I haven't realized. Those shields, man. Oh my god. Oh, of course, and you've leapfrogged to a backline. That's so fucking cool. Net you, because you don't want you coming forward. Although that's a misplay, because he doesn't need to come forward right now. Baffled. Oh. Footwork back. Impale. We weren't going to hit either. They're rolling now 40 fucking free. Why is that? Why will it? Is it just an increased melee skill? These guys. Okay, we're fighting this to the end. We'll see what the casualties are. We're gonna try and fight this to the end and see what happens. Enemies are more likely to target this character and receive plus 25 damage from any source. Pretty dire straits here. Tries to hit. One's dead. Fat Nonk is just like, you know what? You could start rolling 50s now. I don't understand this game. I don't understand what attributed or what led to that happening. But if the trade for this fight has to be that Fat Nonkus dies instead of Gubfried, then who gives a shit? Oh, there's a guy right there. I'm misplaying so fucking hard. There's a guy right there and I tried to move. What am I doing? My TV is on. It's just black screen right now. Don't want to step here. So melee defense 31. If we come here, shield wall. Overwhelm. Now here comes the cascade. These pike guys are so fucking scary, man. Fucking hell. Okay, Leon Slayer's gonna die. Fuck me. How is your melee skill this high? What have you got? Execution equipping. Reach advantage. Oh, that makes sense. Do you have Patient Hunter as well? I don't know how you're managing to stab with that twice. At least we're not hitting Gubfruit this time. Yeah, the reach advantage on these guys is crazy. I just can't hit them. We got him. This one's almost dead. Lison's in a lot of fucking trouble. I mean, Embalm Nobler is going to step forward and try and, what are we... Oh, if I footwork down here, I can't do anything. Okay. I have to just try and move Lisond out the way. I fear this will achieve nothing. Okay, good. They didn't advance. We might be able to just snipe. Not you. That's fine. Erha can take it. Oh, fuck. Okay, I'll take it. Missed hit, but I'll take it. What's currently now fucking us, I think, if we look as a team, is hit chance. I know these guys have reach advantage, but a lot of our guys just can't hit anything. Lean Slayer's dead. Heal HSM. At least some we just have to keep back. They're still trying to hit Nivi, who fortunately they're rolling 25s on. Good. Good hits. Come on. Come on. Shield wall. Oh, we can't approach our stems so low. This guy's still alive. Fuck. Staggered. A 5 on Gubfried, okay. 30 on Gubfried. Is that fucking reach advantage? Close. I literally can't take a swing if I move here. Fuck. Chance to hit. Dead. Okay. Back. Anybody die? Yeah, Lean Slayer's dead and Fat Nonkers is incapacitated. This guy's more annoying. Okay, it's down to 2. This is winnable. Provided we hit our targets. Everyone died. He's deleting the Twitch channel now. True, man. I'm tweaking out. It's the first Battle Brothers crash out in fucking history. here. Here. What's the chance on that? 92. Okay, we won at a cost, but this is needed. Some of our guys just aren't that good. Fucky. Okay. Terrified, so your initiative is also gone. Pierced side. So Fat Nonkers is increasingly becoming useless. We lost Lean Slayer's armor. Things ain't looking so hot, I can't lie. You need to look for much better characters. You do indeed. It's done. Get me back home and get my fucking money, please. Any promotions? Brody's leveled up. Very nice. Brody. You have live capacity. I think this would be better suited to you. Though your initiative is really high, we were going to say we're going to make you dodge, like a dodge character, weren't we? If we do that and then we put you live, that might not be too bad. Oh, but no, we've had this conversation because you're 94 health, so it's probably not going to be that much. Unfortunately. Okay, let's focus on this for the time being. I'll give you live. Melee skill. And melee defense. There we go. No one else got promotions. Everyone else got a shit ton of injuries. Embalm nobles, man. Oh my god. Those pikes are scary. Early game, the bladed pikes, ancient bladed pikes, basically kill you in a single hit. Time has not dulled the blades on that. What's this? Public executions. Okay, people are selling food. That's good. That's what we need. Because we need to now travel to another place. These guys willing to buy any valuables now? Yes, you are. At marked up prices. Thank you. You have tools for sale? At a not terrible price. We will take our whole stack. Thank you. Chat, they're a 10 out of 10. Chat, 6 people here. Anyway, they're a 10 out of 10, but they call you silly sausage endearingly and they won't stop doing it. You hitting or you shitting? Are you staying with that person or are you leaving? That and someone who goes, come on! Like that, when they get angry. I don't know if that's something I could manage, unfortunately. I feel like that exceeds even the most appealing of people who post themselves on, what is it called, Loser City? Or like Counting with the Chicken Lady, whatever the fuck that Reddit is. It's so fucking hot, bro. Favorite skills, I need to fix this. Oh yes, we can make agent re-roll. Yeah, here we are. So now traumatized is gone, which is good. Okay, let's try and build you up again, shall we? You don't have Colossus, which is annoying. What we could do is we could wait to get Colossus, because if we get Colossus, it would buff our HP back up to 50. But if we do student, alert, dodge, perfect fit, sword mastery, question mark. Yeah, sword mastery. You have dagger mastery? No. Could be a flail, bro. We have a. Do we have a legendary flail? There was a flail we wanted to give someone, right? I think. Don't know if we have a legendary flail. Anyway, let's keep going with you. Sword mastery. Berserk. Lone Wolf. How many points you got left? You've got 2 perk points. Nimble. Reduce the fatigue cost to climb, lunge, footwork, rotation, leap, quick step, evasion, and tumble by 50%. Battle flow. It was duelist we had, didn't we? But what's battle flow? Once per turn, upon killing an enemy, reduce current fatigue by 10% of character's base fatigue. Swagger. In the zone would be better, but... What's this? Amazon? What's it got there? Duelist. Then we'll pick again in a second. Your armor is still... No, your armor is significantly over the nimble bonus. How did we let this happen? What? Have you had this for the whole time? God's sake, no wonder you were getting hit. Your nimble bonus was... Oh, fuck's sake. When did this happen? When did you... I'm tweaking out. I actually don't know when the fuck it happened that this has occurred, but... So just like a regular tunic we can give you. Oh, Gob has one. Give you this, put this on top. Weight 11. Yeah, no wonder you were getting hit. 90. Fuck, we didn't give you Relentless, so now your armor gets trashed. Oh, my fucking... My guys are chuds. I'm not building them right. This save feels so doomed. What do I do with this save? My guys are so arse. Not all of them. A lot of them are really good, actually, but... At least your range defense is really... your melee defense is really good still. Animal Pelt, you're not having this. Hello, chat. Hello, Randy Random V2. What brings you here? Are you someone from the Discord, or have you stopped by from the category? What happened? What happened is that, like, I'm just realizing how washed this team is. This weird dog up in my YouTube talking about Mordhau, watch more vids, and now I'm here. Ah, excellent! Randy Random V2. You've made excellent choices in your life. You are now going to be gilded with the mandate of heaven. That's for Discord in case you'd like to join. I don't know if you were in there or not. This sword lance shit I don't feel is working. It's weighing you down too much. Take the fencing sword. Is it? It's legendary, right? I don't know if it's doing anything. 60 to 80, 50 to 70, which is significantly more than the fencing sword, I believe. Where's the fencing sword gone? Why did you never use it over 2 tiles? Because over 2 tiles means I can only hit once. Video about Chivalry 2, just maybe re-download Shiv 2. Okay, well that's on you, man. If you've seen that video and you've gone, you know what? This actually seemed like a great time. It can't be helped, I guess. It's like how motherfuckers, they still smoke even though they've got like 10 million images of like what's gonna happen to their lungs if they do it. Fair enough, bro. And now HSM's typing, you've literally been playing Shiv 2. It was a great time. You'll see. You'll see, pal. I don't give a fuck. Get better, bros. That's because my brain was cooked by that. Ah, brain damage. That explains it. You know what? Never mind. Now we've understood the mystery of what's going on. Now we've understood. You have confessed as such. Thank you for your honesty. Where is this? Oh, to the south. Okay. Lean Slayer was so bad. I'm still convinced the game will like arbitrarily decide this person is not gonna have any good shit happen to him. Check for poor people in town. Yeah, bro, I'm seeing to my inventory right now, man. How about you see to your fucking deadlock queue? I know you're queuing up right now. I'm not playing when watching a stream. Our bro's actually got his... So what are you doing when you're watching a stream? First guy, I think, in my history to just be sitting actually watching the stream the whole time. I appreciate it. This legendary helmet we've got to give to someone. What's your level 1 helmet? Right, it's that helmet. You can keep it. Is that a legendary? No. I mean, it's named, but it's not... It's named, but it hasn't got, like, the halo effect. Or maybe, no. It is legendary. It has to be, because she does have a halo effect there. Love seeing Deadlock, but when I played it, I went, wait a second, I hate MOBAs. Still like the Doorman. I'm not a MOBA fan either. That temptation does not fool me. But... I'm glad that people are liking it so much. Seems like people really do enjoy it. But it's not for me. God knows the backlog of games I need to be getting to. Okay. I'm just trying to think. It's like Glorious Spike 50 to 70. Fuck it. Take it back. We're doing something wrong. Let's just try and play at range. It's just I'm thinking you're built like a duelist character with this dodge. Sorry. Family shenanigans. I'm shutting the door. What is your helmet? Open armor, how much is that? 9? Oh, you should just take this. That's immediately going to be way better for you. 310, 384. Peaked bassinet. Right, we've just given you live, haven't we? So, 29. What are we looking at here? Let's spread this out. Take this, Brody. Take this. 29, 4, and how much is the acorn helmet? 6, so that's 10. 39, I mean, that's quite significant. If we alleviate a little bit from here, we take off the brigandine, perchance. Do we have a regular halberd? Because then that way we can increase our armor from there. Yeah, full halberd. Full halberd, thank you. 190, 22 plus 10 is 32. Is there any, like, 6? Even chainmail shirt weighs so much. Weight 13. Because the acorn helmet has to be represented. It's a mainstay of our mercenary company's cultural relevance. It's how we're forging a path through the perilous wastes of this of northern England. 32. I'm not entirely sure. We can add the mask back. But right now it's a bit of an imbalanced body and head-wise. I hope the druid is going to be worth it. Imagine if it's not. I hope so as well. It would be so funny if it isn't. 14. 11 is 20. What is this? 14 and 10. Ooh, hold on. No, this is 33. I'm an idiot, actually. I was here thinking I was cooking. I'm not cooking. I don't know what maths I did in my head there. I did them very, very wrong. All I can think of is to add this, and then that's... No, but... What if we do this? Hold on. 14, 10, 24. Perfect. 205, 208. Worked out perfectly. Yes, yes, yes. Very nice. Okay, all the stuff that needs to be recycled is being recycled. Let's quickly save. We have a lot of stuff to do in camp. I assume this inventory is the main game. Well, it's currently... The management of it is a pretty huge part. You have joined just after a... not devastating battle, but we did take a casualty. Doing very good on our ammunition. Healing on our meds. I don't know how well we're going to be doing. Healing. Okay. Everyone else is doing their stuff. Cultural misunderstanding. Win the holy war for either side. Oh, we... Oh. Luigi wins by doing nothing. And the Southerners stand victorious. The Vizier, councilmen, and clergy alike are found in the streets, each running great wagons, which, in place of wheels, are lofted on the backs of slaves. Oh, I guess technically we won, because You've won. Battle Brothers is designed for replayability and for campaigns to be played until you beat in 1 or 2 late game crises. Starting a new campaign alone to try out different things in a different world. You can also choose to continue for as long as you want. Speedway campaigns don't tend to last forever, and you will likely run out of challenges eventually. Did see snippets of this game? I assume it's a mercenary management. Yes, it's a mercenary management game with some pretty brutal aspects to it. Death is more of a occupational hazard in this game, whereas it's something like Darkest Dungeon and XCOM, you can outright avoid it. So I think that's the 3rd endgame crisis we have surpassed. Does that mean I can... Oh, thank God. Fucking thank God. I can go north again. I can be a normal fucking mercenary. Oh my God. Oh. Holy shit. Perfectly on time to the stream. Hello, Femgoons. Oh. I've made it back home. We can go to the normal, well, not normal, the northern places. And we have a variety in our quests now. It means if I want to go that way, I can just take a boat. I don't have to go through no man's land. Give that a few coins for me, Rust. You hand Rust a few coins, tell him to tip the entertainer. He grunts and heads over, then you realize that wasn't just any sellsword you beckoned, but Rust for Wildman. Before you can stop him, he pushes the sword swallower over. There a cry. Oh, okay, so one of the best parts of Battle Brothers is all of your mercenaries have different lifestyles and backgrounds. This guy is a Wildman. He is not grown up accustomed to normal society. The guy he's approached was doing a sword swallowing thing, and he's just gone and shoved him over. So the sword swallow now is a perforated throat, potentially for the last few minutes of his life. There are cries, screams, and blood-gargling death throes, but the crowd sweeps in front of the action and blocks the view. The way it is relayed to you is that the blade came out of the swallower's front with straps of his fog as its... Oh. You know this because the Wildman made sure to bring back the sword himself, and you have to have it cleaned? How exactly you retrieved the blade during those moments of carnage is beyond you, though you imagine he escaped the frosty of the crowd by sheer will, determination, and complete absence of moral judgment, which frightens men of normal sensibilities. You ask a few of the sellswords to hide the Wildman away, as we need to lay low for a while. Have my standings with Cahade gone down? No, it's neutral. Oops. My bad. Did I do that? Okay, we're going to be spending a bit of time repairing and salvaging, because we've had a bit of a bad battle. We'll also need to be looking to hire a new person, which potentially I think we could have done had we not asked Rust to do that, but we'll have to see. Also, nobody answered my query earlier of they're a 10 out of 10, but they say they call you silly sausage in an endearing way and they don't stop. Disappointed by no one's willing to engage with my... I'm like Jordan. I'm like Jordan Peterson. I'm like Jordan Peterson up in this bitch, man. No one's engaging with my numerous hypotheticals. Don't worry, I don't need you to engage with it. I've already got the answer in my head. The answer's yes. I'm still here because I haven't got much in the way of choice. Okay, repairs are not done. We'll wait until the next day. We're still training, still getting food. Our ambition is still to be doing quests here. Okay, hunting party. Any level ups? Okay, Writer's got another level up. Okay. Summon Storm. Absolutely. Initiative, resolve, stamina. We need a lot of stamina. Back. Hello, Randy. So this wizard character's advancing quite nicely. The repairs absent because... Right, legendary stuff still hasn't been repaired. Okay, that's fine. We can live with it. Watched full eclipse live on TV. How did it look? Did it look, did it meet your satisfaction? To dox myself, I did see the partial one here too. Well, that goes over my head because I actually don't know what that's referring to. So don't worry, you haven't been doxed in my eyes. Take Rust off the fighting line, question mark? Or on the fighting line, rather. Embarrassingly uncertain of the way forward for Fat Nonkers here. But we'll have to see. Okay, hey, do you have any new quests for me? Okay, Desert Raiders. I can accept. Let's go back to form. Take me to a Desert Raiders quest, please. How much you paying? 2,000? Thank God, just normal human beings who I have to fight with an earthly knowledge of how to use a weapon, as opposed to whatever fuck-ass dead are out there with their reach advantage and their bullshit. Axe, unarmed, tenacious, pair. Woodworking, steadfast smackdown. Battle flow. No. Because you already have battle flow, we don't want that. Always buy this. Always buy this book, because whenever we need a guy to have brawny, we can just give them the book. Works out well for us. Anything we can sell? Ooh, we'll sell that. We really want that one. The rest of it. So we'll sell one of these. Okay. To the camp we go. At this rate, I don't know if we're going to manage any exploring because our finances are so low. But we don't care about you. You are no concern to us. Everyone's got a net. Good. Engage. Who are we dealing with? Okay, we should be fine. What I love to see. Thank you for that. Okay, if we try and advance, move forward as fast as possible. Almost knocked over my beer bottle, that's not good. This shit is right above my PC case, so we don't really want to be knocking this over. Especially not in this day and age. Ooh, Nomad Executioner. I'm going to have to keep an eye on him. What kind of beer? Asahi. Very nice beer. One of the few beers I actually enjoy. Also, doesn't the PC heat it? No, it's coming to the desk. It's fine. Also, it's 30. It's like over 30 today. So if anything's heating my beer, it's being alive in this current moment. That's supplying heat to it. This guy's brave because Gubfried's about to destroy him. I disobeyed my own rule. Why am I moving my backline forward? This is... I'm so cooked today. I'm cooked and fucking sauteed, and I'm shooting my own guy. We're fine. We're okay is the thing. We're absolutely fine. I just need to calm down and lock in. We're good. If I stop fucking around like an idiot, we should be fine. Just swap in with HSM. Chance to hit. Certain. Always with Dom Furpo. That guy's... We're whipping up straight bullshit in a kettle! Fucking come on. Skill issue? It is a skill issue. My bad. Thank you. Whipping up straight shenanigans in a kettle. Thank you. XCOM luck? No, XCOM is kinda. You poor bastard, you don't know how bad I've got it in this game. XCOM is way kinda. XCOM I can manipulate with skill. In this game, we're just on some bullshit, man. Chance to stun, shoot you. Yeah, fucking fucky. Step away. And that was personal, that one. I'm just letting them touch my backline. I'm just letting them... Chance to hit. Okay, 68 is fine. Why the fuck does he still have the sword lance? I gave it back to him. I was like, maybe we'll give it a try. Actual non-hits? This guy's a no. He's a knower. Oh my god. Oh. I don't understand how this game works. I don't fucking understand how this game works. We're fine. Stu, so hit this one, I'm killing myself. Oh, thank God for that. Okay, we're rolling 50s. On Nomad Outlaws, by the way. So, second tier thugs. Sometimes I'm missing the 90 range. The thing about XCOM luck is though, the RNG. The thing you do have to remember is it does basically, it's not true RNG. So the rolls it takes are not really legit. Because it will tell you, like a shot tells you it's a 60, and in reality it's like a 70 type shit is on. It's not that you can't miss, but when you... The game, I think, depending on the difficulty, is often weighted more towards you than it originally will let on. Now, I need to plug this hole so he doesn't leapfrog over. Lee Sons, you come here. Thank you. Oh, you're a leader. Okay, that's the leader character. Flail guy, even then he's rolling 24s. That's not too bad. Yeah, up until past normal difficulty, I believe it's in the player's favor. So that's really brave that you're walking towards Sphere of Squirrels in a straight line. Okay, we have to just shield wall because this guy with the spear is gonna really fuck up Nivy. Thank you, bird thing. Here we go. Fortunately, picked a fight with HSM. Stagger. We net next turn with Gubfried. Get this guy. Thank you. Okay, their Desert Stalker's down. It's a Heartseeker, right? Net you. Duelist proccing at any point would be awesome. It would actually be fantastic, dare I say, if Duelist ever did its job in helping me with these guys. Thank you. Been over true danger here and targeted Don Furpo. That's true. Don Furpo is the scariest on the field. He's not a man to be fucking reckoned with. I want to step forward of Rust here, but I'm kind of terrified of what the consequences of that could be. Because HSM's going to step forward next turn. I'm thinking Brody's turn is done. Okay. You step forward. What's your chance of strike down? Don't move. 94. Do you have Battle Flow, Berserk, Brawny, Execution, Crippling Strikes, Devastating Strikes, Fast Adaptation, Resilient, Killing Frenzy, Recover, Relentless, Underdog? He's baffled. Yep, I knew it. We weren't going to be able to stun off of it. Didn't mean to shield wall. I meant to push back and move. Also, fuck off. Where's Lisand? Okay, nobody can leap over, so we can divide here. Beautiful. We come a round of Sig. Beautiful things are happening. Chance to hit. Alright, Don Furpo's hitting as he usually does. You need a better person for the halberd, like really badly. Yeah, the chance to hit that we're rolling is not fantastic. But my financial situation isn't great, so we've kind of got to keep going, you know? Because the guys that I'm going to be spending on are going to cost a hell of a lot of money. Birdthing is doing better, though. Okay, these guys are all retreating. Oh, you're not. Right. Okay, now you're retreating. Very good. Brody with the hammer. I mean, everyone's engaged on the front line here. Try and go around. Five turns, 13 turns. Yeah, I'm worried about Nivi getting fucked up here. So we're just gonna... We're gonna wait because then we'll switch to the net and then net them. Guy's using 2 spears. He's using forbidden techniques here. Overwhelm, overwhelm. Rolling 12s. You love to see it. What's your head armor? Oh, your body armor's gone. And you're fleeing. Can you get Ben the halberd? That thought did cross my mind. The thing is, he's got smashing shield. So he's kind of meant to be our anti-shield guy. So that's why the long axe works so well for him. Impale? Good, we did hit, and you're right, that did a lot of fucking damage. He's close to dead. That guy's dead. Guthrie just walks up, takes his head and fucks off. Get this guy. Get that guy. Okay, so we've won. It took a bit of work. Excuse me. But we've won. Whew. Yeah, if you have consistent hits, it would delete people. We need better polearm people, annoyingly. Which sucks. Don, Furpo, and Ben, very good pole hammers. Bird Thing is decent. Agent is leaving a bit of room for inspiration, I think. Imagine that shit with Duelist. Just complete... Ooh, I wonder if that would work. Taking a dog. Because I've always thought Duelist kind of you can only use if you've got a one-handed thing. But maybe I'm wrong about that. No more quests here, we're gonna have to travel. Forgive me, I'm a little bit peckish. Let me go procure myself a snack, I'll be right back. I can never just fucking fight one guy. The fuck?
Hey, 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 it's time to make some crazy money.
We've gotta get it. I've gotta get that loot.
Patience. Don't do anything stupid.
Hey, he's got a gun!
Uh-oh. Wait, I'm reloading! Stop shooting!
You fucking piece of shit.
That's right, baby. You stay right there, I'll be right back. Shit, there's another guy.
Hey bro, he's in the train, he's in train tunnel. He's in train tunnel, he's in train tunnel.
And we have all put a Sharpie up our butt to see what it feels like just one time.
He run down because of us. Be careful, he just shoot. You have defib? I can help.
No, I'm free, but I just fine.
Okay, he went train station.
I see you.
I could do this all day.
I'm a free kid, man. You can't come up.
Oh, watch out for the other guy. What the fuck's going on up there? Bread. Carbohydrates go crazy, man. One of our best inventions. I love bread. Can't have enough of it. We need to complete more quests, so we should probably head this way. Gonna watch Smug streaming. If it's that shit-ass board game, I'm killing myself. Pipsqueak. Was this said in chat just now? Okay. What? That is very funny. But I'm not gonna take this from someone who's like, Roblox is good, you guys should play Roblox. I'm not gonna... Here's an incredibly thought-out, meticulous, intricate game in which the player's agency is rewarded on levels you don't typically see, versus I can play Dress to Impress and probably get groomed by someone. Shut up, Pipsqueak. How to dislike livestream. So there's this little button in the top right. It's got a little X if you click it. If you click it, my house will blow up. It's awesome if you're the groomer. Police, this one. Right here. Right here, this one. Get this one. Get this guy. court. Checkbooks. I almost forgot bounty table. You're so real for that one, man. Go on, spam. You know what, HSM? Type it a few more times, and I might listen. What is this? Where is Deadlock? Oh, we don't play dead games around it, pal. We don't play bad games. We just jerk off to images of Silver and then we keep going. Also, hello, Posherato. I know you've been here the whole time, but I did just catch a glimpse of you in the chat. Ooh, so many three-headed flags. Yes. Silver is not that good. The only time I've seen HSM embrace his goonerisms is when I think someone posted a hot image of Mina, and he did put the kind of ho image, and I was like, you know what, HSM, you're not a bad guy. Maybe I misunderstood you. Bouncy table. when he's right, he's right. Get rid of this, get rid of this. We're gonna be here for a hot second. We need to find the magical stuff. Probably, we need to get a Valor. We need to take their stuff, we need to fire them. And then we just need to give it to Rota, I'm thinking. That or we fight some goblins, which we can now do, because I can now go north. I think everything's in order. Do we have injuries? No. Great. And then we'll check who's available in Gabe, could you fucking camp, maybe? I'm sitting like that guy in the cinema right now, just with this piece of bread instead of a baguette. And over one where the guy's like this. That was me watching Odyssey. It's such a good movie. Widow's Bay, I've finished recently. It's a very good show as well. You could binge it in like half a day. The episodes are like 40 minutes at that. And for the whole company. Where the fuck is Apple? What do you mean? Oh, Rising Apple. I think his kids killed him. He didn't turn up to work today. Did you want to talk to him about Deadlock? Is that why I hated him? Are you trying to make friends again? Can't believe it. HSM finally is fucking friends. Yep, I accept your offer. Okay, bro. My bad. Sorry. My bad. I was trying to be supportive, man. Rare moment of quality from a Rubrik stream? Or Smug Rubrik stream, rather. Well, the thing is, you wouldn't believe it, but my stream is actually cream of a crop. Because I talk and I also don't harass innocent people for money. I've got shit to say, bro. Headhunter's pretty damn good. Isn't that the whole point of Twitch, though? What to her? Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. They did let that person walk up to Emiru and basically have his way with her for like 5 seconds. So you might be onto something now. Rubik, do a quiz on what Deadlock character you are. Oh, we're back in 2013, man. Does he not have Battle Forged? Do you have a heavy armor book? We have a heavy armor book, right? Yeah. We're gonna give it to Russ because I want Russ to have Battle Forged, and we'll find another one. Take Battle Forged. Wait a second. Two-handed flail. Okay, and we get rid of a shield. 87. $255. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. Sorry, you can kill me for that one. That's a Reddit tier reference to make. My bad. Hey buddy, don't be dissing the what character are you quizzes. I'm not dissing them. They're an important part of middle school group chats everywhere, man. I remember taking them when I was younger. I'd be like, what a fucking telltale character are you? Some shit. Something to that effect, something or other. What type of cheese are you? I don't... Can I... Controversial opinion, I don't fuck with cheese. Like, not as a concept. I like to have cheese on stuff, but like individually, like a cheese board. I don't like that stuff. I can't have it. So like, if you're like, oh, you go somewhere European and they have a cheese board for you, I won't have it. I've had those cheeses and they're too sharp. I don't like the flavor. It's good until I remember it's cheese, then it's awful. What cheese? Yeah, but we're not saying like, oh, you had a fucking... Oh, how do I describe it? You had like a piece of one of those sliced mellow cheeses from the store. We're talking like you had a like a really strong cheese. Like one that's like got a pungent odor. Like blue cheese. You're gonna tell me you guys like blue cheese. Also, thank you for the follow. Random V2. I appreciate that. Yes. Cut his mic. Gotta follow to not lose it. Gotta go now. Also, yes. That's crazy. Blue is probably my favorite cheese. That doesn't... It's got such a pungent odor. It smells horrible. And, like, its texture is horrible as well. I can't believe you guys like blue cheese. Well, let's say, guys, 2 of you have said you do. But I can't believe that to be true. I can't believe we've got motherfuckers out in the world who like blue cheese. Your weakness does not change for quality of blue cheese. Why are you spelling it like bleh? Why? You're not French, little bro, okay? You're not him. Was someone missing a net? Right, so one of you guys would have one. Because that's how it's spelled? No, it's blue cheese. We're not in France right now. It's blue fucking cheese. Also, where... This is the best one, I think, right? 60 to 80, 55 to 85, 67 to 90, 41, 180... 30, 150, 43, 140. They're pretty different. I mean, what's this? 65 to 85. You have Polar Mastery. You just have Polar Mastery. We could give you maybe something a little more worthwhile. This is a significant improvement. Yeah, go for this. Let's give this a try. Okay, Smoke, who do you think invented blue cheese? French people. But that's not my point. Right, I don't know why you're pretending to be French right now. It doesn't matter. There you go. You're such a chud, man. Sell 50 trading good stacks. Thank you, game. 8 hyenas, several hyenas, few enraged hyenas. Okay, as long as you don't get cocky, we should be fine dealing with these guys. Quick quest. Let's do this shit. It may be French, but you're not French. You're LARPing. That's hashtag me in there. Oh shit, it is you. Quickly kill all of them. Enraged hyenas, frenzied hyenas, and everyone else is a regular one. These guys are both taking their turns, so it's fine. We take 2 steps forward. Oh, that did destroy the armor. You know what I've just recalled? I remember like a month, maybe 2 months ago, I had a story I wished to share with people, but I insisted I was going to do it, and then I forgot to do it, and I've just recalled what it was. It was for one time. If you were in the Discord at the time, you would definitely know it, but it was the time in which I got to tell a customer to fuck off, and it was very, very cathartic that I got to do that. And I was totally justified in doing so. This battle seems a little skewed. Yeah, we do have the advantage of having technological advancements, whereas you guys are still basically a primal species. And one of you guys are dead. Nelson Mandela's friend's daughter, yes. So for those who are unaware, as it were... Also, fuck, this is an opening here. I'm praying... some of us are still going to be able to move. So for those who are unaware, what is this? Fresh? What happened was I was working a shift. This must have been like back in March this happened. Was working a shift and it was late in the evening. It was about 9 o'clock. We on this day close at about 11. It was 9:30ish. And typically when people come in at that time, we make a point to tell people we're going to be closing soon and some of the stuff we offer isn't available. We do it because typically what happens is we get people who get all surprised and confused when we suddenly tell them, hey, it's 11 o'clock, we're going to be closing. They're like, oh, what, but you didn't give me the whole fucking terms and conditions before I walked in, so now I'm going to get mad at you. And we're like, okay, fine, so we do that now. Also, because we are a small team of people, we do need to close up a lot of the stuff a bit earlier than maybe other branches would, because there's only like 2 of us or 3 of us at any given time. As opposed to like in other restaurants where you have... Some restaurants you have like 10 waiters for the whole restaurant. And these 2 women walk in, these 2 black women, and I only stipulate that because it becomes essential to what they try and say about me later. By the fact I brought it up, you could probably imagine what they try and say. But 2 black women walk in, and I go, oh, hi, how are you? Or something. They say, oh, hi, how are you? Or something to that effect. And I go, fine, how can I help you? And I've never understood this in restauranteering work. It doesn't happen all the time. Most people, we have a habit of focusing on outliers as if they're actually represented in the bigger group. Whereas reality, it is just an outlier, I imagine. But the point being that I've never understood, when I ask that question, how some people seemingly get really confused and they don't know what to say to me in response. Oh, these guys suck! Sorry, I hate the fucking enraged hyenas. Lovely. And now Rust is gonna die. I mean, I can swap Rust out, but then Ben's gonna get fucked up. Also, all I can think to do is do this, footwork out. Lovely. Okay, there we are. The bleeding's ×3, so we probably have like a turn at best to triage this. Okay, bye. What if you wanted to roll a 95, but Overwoke Studios said, man, fuck you. Okay, 1 is, how much is this? 10, 10, okay, 30. So be next to Ben for next turn. Fortunately, you have enough HP that I think, no, you are going to die next turn if you don't get treated. It's just like, in their stats, they're good, but the moment I put them out on the field, like, they just can't survive. I need guys who are using 2-handers, and if I just moved you next to the fucking hyena, what am I doing? Okay, it's fine. We could rotate out. It's fine. built like such a fucking chud, bro. Two-handed swords? Wait. You're goddamn right, bro. One of you took your turn already. You did. 1, 2. Thank you. Yeah, and now we close in. You don't have any armor left. Oh, you do. Bonk. Make a misplaced for the love of the fucking game. Ben doesn't go first next time. I think Rust is just gonna fucking die. No, he survived. I don't know how. I guess it must have been a reduced amount, but we're fine. Okay. Sorry, I am gonna return to the anecdote, but I'm just trying to. I try and multitask in talking and playing, which I sometimes can manage, but other times I fuck it up, and I'm gonna have to reset the fight if I mess this up too much. Fleeing. Okay, we're good. It's fine. So, these two women walk in, and I've never quite understood why, when I ask the question, how can I help you? People kind of, not people, but very few people will sometimes look at me as if I've said something weird, and I'll be like, table for two? Or something, and it's like, okay, dickhead, we get people who come in asking if they like to use the bathroom. This is me giving you open-ended, because sometimes I give menus, I'm like, where'd you like to sit? Like, oh, no, thanks, we're actually here for a takeaway. Oh, no, we're here to use the bathroom. So this is me, you know, exercising superior knowledge of the fucking social norms, apparently. But what do I know? I'm just a dumb fucking waiter. Rust, you just stay there, bro. So I've never understood why that seemingly gets people confused. Sorry, bro, you had to go. And they did that. They were like, table for two, and I was like, yeah, sure, over here. I sat them down, and as I said, we make a point of telling people that we're going to be closing soon. So I said, coffee's not available. We're going to be closing at this time, just to give you a heads up. And they were like, yeah, sure, okay. I went over to them twice to ask, hey, are you guys ready to order? Because, you know, we're going to be I didn't say because we're going to be closing soon, but I'm not even trying to rush them. I'm just trying to give them an opportunity to enjoy their food and their drink. Motherfuckers will be told there's half an hour left before we close, and they'll be like, yeah, we'll take a whole bottle of wine, please. I'm like, fucking... I'm trying to just make sure they enjoy it. It's not even I want them to get out the store. It's, if you're paying as much as you are, I want you to be able to enjoy what you're having. There comes a point where I'm like, if you're going to be rushing spending between two people, maybe upwards of £50, just go to a fucking McDonald's, because you're not enjoying the experience. Makes no sense, but it's your money to spend, so I'm not going to say that. But what I am trying to say is that I'm just clarifying for their benefit that we're going to be closing soon. I have done this for long enough where I have the professionalism to know that I'm not going to be trying to... Even if I am trying to get you to get out the door as fast as possible, I'm not going to be bait about it. After some time, they asked me to come back over. There was no one left in the restaurant. They were seeming pretty stormy after I gave them their bottle of wine, because I said, are you ready to order food? And they were like, no, bye. And I was like, okay, I'll go fuck myself. And when I came back to eventually take their order, I actually didn't approach them. They did this, which is never a good sign. I go over, and they rip into me. Apparently, I've been incredibly disrespectful. The first thing she asked me is like, "Is this your house?" And the moment I hear that, I'm like, "Oh fuck's sake!" And I'm like, "No." And she goes, "Well, why are you treating us like we're?" Like, blah, 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 like you're treating us rudely, we're meant to be guests here, you're meant to be treating us well. Basically getting mad I didn't roll out the red carpet for two people I don't fucking know. And then what proceeded from that was a continuous dressing down of my decorum towards them. The other lady, okay, yes, we'll have sex with you. The other lady chips in every now and then, but it's mainly the one on the left who's very uppity. And she's saying stuff like, you know, like when we were at the door, why did you ask us, how can I help you? And not like ask us where we want to sit. And I was like, because we have people that come in and they just want to use the bathroom, you know? And the other lady was like, well, they didn't reply to that. Actually, what happened was initially they were like, why were you telling us about the coffee machine being closed? Clearly they took issue with me mentioning the coffee machine would be closed, as if I was trying to imply for them to fucking leave, which, it's a private establishment. If I wanted you to leave, I'd tell you to leave. I don't need to beat around the bush. I'm just not an arsehole, so I don't do it. But I said, well, the reason I was telling you about the coffee machine is because some people come in, you know, we have Italian people come in, and they want a coffee, so I'm just letting you know. Some people come in and they just want to have dessert. We're not open. I was just letting you know. And she said to me, do I look like I'm Italian? Now, I don't know exactly if that was a pitfall or what the owner was there, because, you know, like, she's a black woman, but black people live in Italy. Not many, but they do. And there are people who have been born into generations of black people in Italy. I don't make those judgment calls. I don't know what ethnicity you are. I don't know what nationality you are. So I shrugged and I said, I don't know. Then it continues with the whole, well, when we walked in, why did you not just take us to our table? Why were you asking how we can be helped? And I was like, that's just how I greet you. So that because some people ask that they need to use the toilet, they go forward at that. Apparently that was like a radical concept that some people need to come into a place to use the bathroom. Which we always let them do because, like, we basically never have a problem with people causing an issue in the bathroom. Because people just want to go and do their business and leave. It keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. And in my head, I'm like, okay, I'm not interested in whatever the fuck these guys are having to say. I will just prompt them to see if they want to continue. Because if they're this mad, they may just want to leave. So I said, I'm sorry that this is the case. Are you guys still intending to order food with us? And one of them said, well, we're here now, I guess. Meanwhile, a big fucking bottle of wine on the table. So they always were intending to do this. And I was like, okay, fine. I'd be happy to take your order. I was going to ask, are there any allergies? But the other lady, she said, no, I'm not comfortable to order. And I was like, why is that? And she said, well, I don't feel safe around you. I was like, what do you mean you don't feel safe around me? This was the point at which the decorum went, because I was like, no, what the fuck are you saying? And she said, well, I think you're gonna poison my food. That's so awesome. I didn't suck your dick when you walked into the restaurant, so now I'm being accosted for doing nothing wrong. She had alleged that I was gonna poison a woman's food, which is, I think, like, it's a kind of character you allege about someone when you're trying to say they're an awful person. And I was quite besmirched by this. So I looked at her and I said, what? And she repeated herself. And then I said, you know what? Finish a bottle of wine and then fuck off. Because there's dealing with a rude customer, right? There are rude customers, but ultimately these are people who want to be at the restaurant and eat. They just have a jagged decorum. This is someone who was sat down in the restaurant just to say I spike women's food. And I wasn't having it. You are just abusing the waiter. At some point, you are just abusing another person. You put the job aside, I'm another human being, I've done nothing wrong, and you're saying this shit. I told them to fuck off and I walked off. Of course, they didn't like that. They got really angry about it. They called the manager over. Manager started talking to them, and they weren't effing and blinding, but they were acting in a similar way. They were getting very, very mad about it. To which the manager turned and looked at me and said, is this true? And I said, yes. And she said, why? And I said, because they said I was going to poison their food. It goes on and on and on. They're still talking to the manager. They're doing this awesome thing. They're talking to the manager while I'm basically just there about stuff that supposedly I did. They say I'm racist, which was what I was kind of expecting to come from that conversation. And the reason is for why they were calling me racist. You know when I earlier remarked, well, some people come in and they want to use the bathroom. They had, in all their infinite wisdom, taken that to mean that I was suggesting, because they were black women, that they wanted to go downstairs and use the bathroom to dabble in drugs. My bad, I guess. You can't offer people to use the bathroom because of woke or whatever the fuck. Crazy, they're just crazy people. At that point, I got really mad because I was like, I've literally, and I know I haven't, but I was in my head, I'm like, I've literally done nothing wrong. And I'm the kind of person that if I inadvertently say or do something racist, I'd want to know. So I've got two people who are just making shit up to my manager, evidently to try and get me fired, right? And I moved to the table. I'm like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? They're yelling at me. I'm yelling at them. They are. If I went to a restaurant you work at and did drugs in a bathroom, would you kick me out? If I knew about it, then I'd have to be like, you can't do that. You need to leave. If I didn't know about it, then obviously how can I, right? Like, that's not how it works. There's there's this homeless guy who comes into the restaurant from time to time, and he's like, he's otherwise fine. He's friends with the chef. We give him some food, but he also has this terrible habit of walking up to tables and telling them that he's the owner of a restaurant, which is funny, but also there are people trying to eat and you're giving them a bad time. So now I've had to start, when I see him doing that, go up and dude, you can't do this. You need to leave. And then he starts getting up to you and me, and then he fucks off. But the chef came over. And the chef was like, no, don't worry, just go to the back. I went to the back, and I was sitting in the fridge, and I was just like, oh, today might be the day I might lose my job today. And part of me was actually kind of stoked. I was like, I don't have to come to this shitty place anymore. It does. The unfortunate thing about not working is you don't get money. So that would be the major drawback. And despite the fact I kind of hate my job, it does give me a lot of bonuses for pretty low effort. So it's a good deal. So I'm glad I didn't lose it in terms of like a cost-benefit analysis. They continue on and on and on, and they're on like the floor talking to the manager. I'm off to the side next to the terminal. I can see them. I'm just waiting, and they start. One of them turns to me and starts saying something about like, is this how you treat your mother? Is this how you'd talk to someone that you knew? All of this. I'm just silent. Got nothing else to say. I've done nothing wrong. And she points to the other lady, and she goes, "Do you know who this is? This is the daughter of Nelson Mandela's best friend." And at that point, I was like, oh, they're crazy. They're crazy people. Now I understand. Now I'm seeing clearly. The red has cleared from my vision. They're just crazy people. Hydrate, thank you. They went on and on about how, like, they were best friends with the people at Amnesty International. They were with like Freedom Fighters International, whatever the fuck. They were best pals with the mayor of the borough. And they were now, after that, unless I apologized for doing nothing wrong, they were going to go to the mayor of the council to have something done. I don't know about you, but last time I checked, the mayor doesn't care about official business, let alone what happens in the private, bought, rented area of a restaurant. They were just crazy people. So I had them allege I was racist, allege I was misogynist, allege I was all sorts of horrible things because I didn't, I don't know, work their cock like it was a shoe polishing business the moment they walked through the door. They left insisting they were going to get in contact with head office and get really mad about it. Lo and behold, they did not. But they did get a free meal out of it. That's actually what my parents said. They said, by telling them to fuck off, you've just played into their hand, they're going to get a free meal. And I would say no. The issue is the manager, with all respect to her, because we got on, was too much of a pussy to get them up and leave, to say, you guys need to leave. If I was manager, and my employee has told someone to fuck off, and then I go over and I hear that the customers were saying really horrible stuff to my employee, I'd be like, you guys need to leave. Take the bottle of wine, I don't care, they cost fuck all to us, but you need to go. We're not serving you anymore. But instead, the manager, who fears a complaint of any size, was like, oh, no, it's okay. Everything's on the house, and they got what they wanted. So really, it's the manager's fault. And that pissed me off, because you have incentivized this behavior. You have incentivized for customers to just harass us into getting what they want. And it doesn't piss me off in the sense of, like, I get super mad about it, because it's happened. It's funny more than it's annoying. It's just, like, the fact people are like this, you know? Like, I'm not even talking about me. The waiter is a human being. Waiters can be annoying. Waiters can be really up their own ass. Waiters like to sometimes pretend they have the hardest job in a restaurant when they have the easiest job. But the thing that annoys me is they're a human being, okay? Just maybe shut the fuck up next time and fuck off to McDonald's. Maybe that's what you need. People piss me off. You want to know another thing that's pissed me off about people? Do you guys know diesel patches? I hate the commentary scene. I hate people doing commentary because they're wrong service workers aren't human. Why didn't I think of that? Crack the whip, man. Fucking indenture all service workers. No, it was diesel patches, a Cheeto, fucking any and every. I'm best friend of Twitch CEO. You better give me sub or else. I'm the daughter of the Twitch CEO. You've got my ass, man. I will gift you 10 million subs to this channel. Now, you know, the real play there, Goblin, the real play to really rub the BM in is not even gift subs here. Gift subs to another channel. I'm best friend of Twitch CEO. You need to give me subs in Ziggylar's channel or some shit. That's what you need to do. What pisses me off, people annoy the fuck out of me. Someone said that, like, it's a problematic opinion if you're someone that says, like, oh, I like pets and animals more than I like people. I'm sorry, I don't know how I see that. Not problematic, but, like, you're a bad person or some shit. Like, you're a weird person. I don't agree. I know there's, like, a lot more good in people than there is bad, and with the nature of the polarizing internet, you're only ever going to really see the bad stuff more than the good stuff. But what annoys me is that the commentary scene, and we know this already because we've had Keemstar, Leafy is here, Grade A, Under A, like, this is no surprise. This is just the new generation of the commentary scene. One, it's way less effort. I don't know, actually. I mean, Leafy just used to do CSGO Surf and then just talk over it, right? So maybe it's always been low effort, but I don't like that now the norm is they just do this shit on stream of, like, reading Twitter posts and then just do Twitch highlights, which in of itself, the Twitch stream to Twitch highlights YouTube pipeline isn't always low effort. But in this case it is, because commentary channels were already low effort. It's a guy talking about shit that's just happened and not even being informed on it. It's just trying to be first to the clout pile, as it were. And the thing I dislike, especially about Diesel Patches, is one, my first encounter with him. You know when Battlefield 6 was coming out, and there was that person called Riley CS? And Riley CS supposedly, allegedly, was using wall hacks or something. I don't think she was, but maybe she was. The point wasn't the hacks. It was, my issue was people being incredibly transphobic because someone was hacking a video game. And at that point, I'm like, she has committed less of a societal evil than what you are doing. Now, obviously, to everyone who was in this stream, that makes sense that we don't like that, because we're all sane human beings with our brains on correctly. If there's someone in the stream who's like, well, actually, I think that's a controversial opinion to revile someone for dogpiling a transgender person in a transphobic hate mob, fucking Asmongold's down the hall to the left, grifting a kick or whatever the fuck, saying he wants to kill Palestinians. Point is, like, the articles of culture war stuff I'm not going to regale. We already know because we're sane people. That was my first encounter. I believe he deliberately misgenders her. He says, like, she's someone LARPing as a schoolgirl or whatever shit, right? And I also think he was just wrong. Cut to today. I'm just looking at stuff. I believe I was writing the script for the next video, which is going to be a short one. I'm trying to get it out before I go to Germany. I've got the script finished today. And as I was doing so, I just looked at YouTube. And it was something about Angry Joe. I haven't watched Angry Joe in a while. I used to love him as a kid. When I was doing GCSE studies, I would always have him on my iPad or my phone. I remember, like, the PlanetSide 2 review. I remember the motorbike game he really hated. He was one of the, like, game reviewers back in a time where, like, they'd have, like, an evil alter ego that would set the context for them reviewing a game they hated, right? I think Angry Joe's always kind of had, like, a woke connotation in the sense that, like, he's a normal guy, as normal as he can be. Because I think there's been moments where, like, in nerd culture, it can be quite reactionary, whereas he tends to be maybe a bit more level-headed. Did you fuck with Total Biscuit? I actually didn't really watch Total Biscuit. I never got an opportunity to do so before he unfortunately passed away. People apparently really, really like Total Biscuit. Which is nice. I'm glad that he has that sort of memory and it's been immortalized online in a way, but I never watched him. Me, it was Aussie Gamer, PewDiePie, I remain dubious on PewDiePie because I used to, when I was younger, be like, oh, PewDiePie's a Nazi. I don't think that's true. I do think, however, he was very perilous with his reputation and his platform. Like, he had Ben Shapiro on for, what is it, meme review or whatever the fuck? Bridge? Yeah, that as well. Which is not good. I used to watch 8-Bit Ryan when I was like 14. I watch a lot of FreeFS now. I used to watch more Corey Kenshin, but he doesn't upload enough, so I typically watch FreeFS. I like him. But among them was Angry Joe. I used to watch him. And there's recently been a video on him saying that he needs to quit. And I clicked it. And I clicked it before I realized it was a Diesel Patches video. And this video is about The Odyssey. In the beginning of this video, he talks about how Angry Joe was having a crash out about people not liking the movie when he gave it a 10 out of 10. I think it's a 9 out of 10. I'd even say 10 out of 10, but I'd have to be more... I'd have to watch the film again before being certain in that. But I can see why someone would say it's a 10 out of 10. It's a very, very good film. It's one of those films where the trailer really undersells it, whereas something like 28 Years Later, the trailer's better than the movie, in my opinion. 28 Years Later was an okay film. The trailer was masterful. It should have got an award. But I clicked the video, I'm watching it, and in the first 30 seconds, Diesel is set in the context, and he's going, people are getting mad at Angry, or people were getting mad at The Odyssey. There was controversy about The Odyssey, because they had casted a black trans actor as the main character, which disrupts the immersion of the movie. Now, something funny. Immersion, I understand the point. If, for instance, you have a fantasy movie taking place in China, but everyone is black, then maybe you'd be like, well, I don't really feel like this is taking place in China, where typically a lot of Chinese people are. Furthermore, I understand in some cases, historically, where typically these ethnicities weren't present, say like Holdfast, and I understand not depicting them. I don't think that makes you a racist to be like, I think that should be historically preserved. We can make up our own settings where that's more prevalent, right? Even though there are historical settings in which black people existed, so on and so forth, but you know what I'm saying. But there is something funny to being like, this, having a black trans person, hypothetically, is immersion breaking in a movie with a Cyclops, with sirens, with witches that turn you into fucking animals, with an island where you go and talk to the underworld, a monster inside a mountain that steals you away, as well as like a large woman underneath the ocean who causes the whirlpools that you can't escape in the boat. But the black trans person is the immersion breaking part. Interesting. But even if we look past that, I was losing my mind. Because I was like, black trans actor is the main character. The main character is Matt Damon. What? And they said something Millie Wylock or whatever the fuck. I was like, what are they talking about? I was looking it up. I was going mad. Odyssey Cast 2026. I was looking at the IMDb. I was looking at every film database, and I was scrolling, and I was like, what are they fucking talking about? The only main black character is Helen of Troy, and even then she's only really around when John Byrne falls around. And the only trans character is Elliot Page, who, he's not insignificant, but he is around. You know, like, he's in the movie, he's at the beginning, he's at some scenes in the middle, and then he's at a scene in the last act of the film. There is no black trans actor. And then that... Oh my god. He hasn't watched the movie. He doesn't know what people are talking about. He believes that there is a black trans actor as the main character. The main character being Odysseus, the son of Odysseus and his wife, as well as, I can't remember the name, but the opponent who's trying to usurp Ithaca, which is played by Matt Damon, Anne Hathaway, Tom Holland, Robert Pattinson. Famously cis people, famously white. What are you talking about? Turns out, unsurprisingly, he's wrong. He was just wrong. Because there is no black trans actor. The trans actor is Elliot Page. The black actor is the person playing Helen of Troy, I don't know the name of. And there's like maybe a couple of other black or like more tanned characters who are just side characters. And that's it. And there's now a whole fucking cycle about... There's a whole Diesel Patches video on how people are getting mad because there's a black trans actor. And that's a bit of a dog whistle in my eyes, because whenever you hear people getting mad at diversity shit, they always go, oh, they want everyone to be black and trans now. So to me, that almost, if you go to the least charitable interpretation, is him deliberately obfuscating what was going on to try and get people whipped up into believing that, like, they're just revising history over and over. I don't know the guy, but from the perception he has set willingly through his YouTube channel that he does for money, I fucking hate the guy. And I hate all within his ilk, because, like, you are just causing problems for your own gain, man. And crucially, you're wrong. You're just incorrect. Black trans main character. It's fucking Matt Damon, man. What are you talking about? Actually losing my mind to this shit. Like, how are people this dumb? Anyway. Clipping this and sending it to him to start crazy beef. Yeah, it's gonna be a new video, and it's gonna be like crazy. Hi, from which DLC? Is this camp? Hi, from which DLC? Colpay, you're smoking that good shit. I don't know what you're talking about, but hello. Welcome to the stream. Have you joined from the Battle Brothers category? Or have you joined from the Discord? Because we get some people who join for the first time. Smoking that good shit. Pass it around, sibling. But yeah, if you send it, I'm not worth it. Who knows who La Rubric is? Smug, my weed pen is empty. Fix it, streamer. You've just come into my stream to just ask me to fix shit for you, man. How about you take a fucking haircut? Have we repaired the stuff we need to repair? Yeah, we're fine. We're good. We're good. You piss me off, so I hand over. This is why... No, that was gonna be mean. I was gonna say this is why no one watches your streams, bro, but that's fucking mean. And that's obviously not true as well, because I don't look at your streams, so I have no clue if people are watching them or not watching them. Heavy armor. Buy another book. Okay, we need money. So we're gonna go to the arena. Win all 3 of the same 5 men to earn the grand prize of a famed weapon called Rude Augustine's Head Cleaver. Okay, we enter the tournament. We can give this a try. We have to do 3 rounds back to back. I streamed like Fred. I got maybe 7 viewers and 3. Yeah, welcome to the small streamer world, eh? I spent the last 2 hours just on 5, and we've had a jump up to past 10 today. Okay, I mean, the people we're going to be putting this on is Lisande, it's going to be Gubfried, HSM, and then we have 2 more. I mean, people who would survive the tournament, I'm not entirely sure. Oh, of course, our wingers. It has to be our wingers. And then maybe Dom Furpo. Also, I'm not trying to be a streamer just because I was bored. Yeah, hobby streaming's a thing. I respect that. I remember takes where people were like, no, if you're not streaming to become famous, you should stop because you're taking views away from the people who are trying to do this for money. People are funny, man. People are amusing. They amuse me deeply. I'm amused. I'm amused right now. We're going to give it a try with Dom Furpo. I feel like having a polearm might set us back, but we'll see what happens. Someone might die, but if it means we get a legendary item, it might be what we need to do it. Okay, 22 web nets. This isn't impossible. Hold on. Get fucking, get Petal Dance on. This is my arena music. Put on my playlist, it's gas. Bro, you've come into the stream acting like you're the main character. You're not even in the side cast, man. You're the extra. You're in the background of your back turn. Take a fucking hike, pal. We're not listening to your music. Terraria music? I don't play Terraria, man. Someone gifted it to me. I believe it was Law. Thank you very much, but that's not for me. I know Terraria is one of those games, like Binding of Isaac, has got that level of infamy. But not for me, I'm afraid. I also worry we are, I mean, I don't know if we're gonna come out of this with 5 guys. The Terraria grooming situation is crazy. Bro is just typing shit. Oh, the head of the team got outed as a pedophile. Oh no, you were being serious. The grooming situation literally is crazy. Why are we rotating? Okay, what we do, Erha. You come here. Spear wall. Shield. Let's see what happens. Gotta come into us this turn. Okay, this is fine. Good spear walling. Might benefit to bring also Iris. I don't believe we can switch out, so it depends how good we do here if I want to revise our team. I'm thinking we're not going to switch out, but I guess we'll have to see. Hold on, what do you mean for the second time? What do you mean for the second time? So the old head did it as well? I think first time was out as a pedophile and personally replaced him as also a pedophile. Good hits, good hits. Okay. Cleave. Leap, leap, leap. Oh, don't leap on this one. Oh no, you do need to leap. Leap. They cancel development on it too, which yeah, because you can't come back from the roulette wheel of pedophiles. There's no way of really salvaging that PR. If it's happened 2 times, lightning clearly does strike twice. The position of head developer of the Calamity mod is like wearing the Sonichu charm. You can't do it. That's adorable. I was about to kick my fan in rage, but I didn't do it because when I thought if my fan breaks, I'm fucked. It's too valuable. The problem of having stuff that I actually value is I can't break any of it in rage and I can't clip farm. I'm a cloutless hoe, bro. And you don't even kill in a single hit. Punch your monitor? No. I don't need more scan lines on my screen. Dead. Somehow not dead. Wait a second. HSM, hold my earrings. I'm about to smack a bitch. This is really annoying me. Fortunately, the armor damage isn't that high. You only bite once. Scan lines are awesome, though. Guy who is... No, actually, you probably do have scan lines on your monitor. This is just elite level code. Okay, these guys are being cut down for size. Fleeing. Shield wall. Flee where? I don't know, man. Into the grave, I guess. Everyone's fleeing. Easy win. That's fine. I have one dead pixel on my sub monitor and that's it. It sometimes turns green for some reason. It turned green for an amazing reason. Off the top rope! Beautiful work. Okay, with minimal damage. Depends what we're facing next. First of 3 battles is over, you'll have to make a careful assessment of your men. Just as you'll find no pride in the grave, there's no shame in leaving. You'll still get some coin, but you also forfeit any chance to win the grand prize. We'll win the next round as well. Doesn't even let me inspect. But I mean, they're mercenaries. The mercenaries are polearms. I'm seeing your face now. It sucks. Put your feet back on the screen. That's in the VOD now. Sorry. Also, sorry, that bit was already taken by Ebel Barono. You can't take that bit as well. You have to find your own one. Also, a Colpe, no, I'm not smoking. I'm from Germany. I'm not good in English writing, but no German plays this game anymore. This confuses me. Yeah, so it's the Legends Overhaul mod, which is a huge overhaul of the game. And it's very good. You should try it. I don't know why we gave Dom Furpo the banner. We should have given him a legendary polearm. I think because of the autosave. Depends where it puts us, but... How big? Yeah. Okay, we'll have to do it from the top. We'll have to do it from the top. August? That's the type of shit the second Calamity mod was saying, bro. I wouldn't be saying that. Dom Furpo's good. He does a Berserk. He doesn't have Patient Hunter. I'm actually thinking we don't bring in Dom Furpo. We bring in Benny Squid X. No. The melee skill on Dom Furpo is significantly better. But Ben has higher stamina. I'm kind of thinking we bring Ben. We have lower numbers. What's this? What does this do? 67 and 90. Part of me wants to bring the Sir Wickhart's Harvester or something, because we need something that can hit multiple people, is my worry. Battleforged Blade. Malignant Fresher? No, not this. Yeah, so we're gonna need to use I'm thinking this is... Take this. Let's give this another try. Also, let's quickly check armor. Okay, take a net. We're gonna need it for later. Just saw a pic on Twitter of someone smoking meth, and it kind of looked like a redneck version of you. Please feel free to share it in Discord or something, and just ping me with it. I'm curious to see how I look if I was redneck. This is how you look if you're a redneck who did meth. I hope that guy's doing okay. Take up the shield. Twitter already refreshed, unlucky. That's a shame. I'm also wondering if HSM can't spin with this. We might need to take the two-handed flail. 45 to 90? No. We need consistently high damage. We can't afford to do it. And also we won't have the rune. Legend of the Delta rune. Let's try again. Let's see if we can do it. Okay, faster AI movement. We're gonna need this. I'm aware Battle Brothers is quite a niche game, but it surprised me very know people playing it in Germany. Germany is like one of the low fantasy countries. There's apparently lots of people in Russia who love it. Go piss girl. He doesn't like messages like that. You're kind of fucking yourself over with messages like that, man. Okay. Look up we can do with these guys. What's your armor? 10, 10. 39 to 51. Almost dead. Okay, I'm gonna play a good game, Chad. Have fun, guys. Enjoy your shit game. I joke, it's not shit. I just like to be annoying. Which I'm sure is why Hander understands. Hello to everyone who stopped by with 15 viewers today. People are titillated at the concept of me playing Battle Brothers. Either that or no one else is streaming in the category or something. I'm the only guy as of right now. Whipping up crack in a pipe, this game existing. It does feel like crack, this game. Chance to hit. No, there's a random Russian with 85 viewers. Oh shit, okay. Never mind. Well, maybe, am I the only English person streaming this? In the western part of the world, perhaps? Ben is a very good choice for this. No, there are a few? Oh, okay. There used to be a furry that streamed this. Yeah, but unfortunately he's built impotent and weak. Not like me, a real man's man. Missed an 8-3, hate to see it. It's as good as done. They got him. Yeah, they took him out. Now I understand this scratch is a very particular itch that's going for me, but I understand the fatigue that may have been felt. We'll win the next round as well. Okay, so here is the Chud army. Fewer pole arms, but nonetheless still some meaningful concern here. I mean, what's this guy got? An S-stock? He's got his wire handler. I love how for us it's like we can only have 5 guys. They get 13? That's so awesome, man. The Noble Chuds. Hello, Sympietti. Apparently it's your first time chatting, but I've seen you in here a while. The resolve is also consistently higher than mine. We have to kind of spread out here so that they, the annoying thing is this guy's got a throwing spear. My range defense is 1, so he's gonna hit HSM. That throwing spear is not ideal. Does he have... I don't know if he has the move where he can throw when he's in front of us. We have to kind of spread this out to cover all angles so their pole arm doesn't get to Ben. But we might manage. I'm just not a fan of walking right up to the guy with the Bardiche. I think we're going to have to tank the throwing spear. If we move here... Oh, there's so many throwables though. And he's got a net, so if he throws the net, they're just going to light up HSM. I'm feeling what we have to do is we have to close in. That's right, we can reset this fight if we need to. We have a kite shield, so these guys throwing is not going to be that big of a deal. Lisond. You come in here. Does the guy have quick hands? He does, so he's immediately going to switch to his other weapon. If we were to lunge you, I'm up against 13 of these guys, and the game's like, hey, you know what? You could miss a couple of swings. You could afford to miss. Did very little damage. I need to get done with Kenshi so I can play other games. You and me both, Sydney. Yeah. Ooh, fortunate miss. Godfrey's just getting hit now. Chance to hit. You hate to see it. You just gotta riposte and pray. My guys, I don't think are good enough. Which is crazy to think, because at almost 400 days, I don't know how my guys could be better. Well, some, but these guys. One's dead. I mean, it's looking pretty over. Oh shit, Cynthia joined the company. Thank you for the follow, man. Fuck, this is not looking good. There's just so many of them. What the fuck are you meant to do here, man? Me when I have 13 guys and you have 5? I really like this game, but my god, it's taxing, man. Because I just, I don't know what, and if I took this back to the Battle Brothers Discord, I'd be like, man, these guys, this fight's really fucking hard, how'd you do it? But the guy's like, ha. I beat it in one turn with 2 men with nothing but a naked armor and a fucking knife. And I'd be like, well, I guess I'll kill myself, because that does not help me at all. It's rough. It's hard. I'm struggling to see the progression. I mean, I could see progression. In my mind, the end of this is beating the Ishrok, because that seems to be the boss character, but I'm struggling to, like, muster exactly how we proceed. And also today, I think just because it's so hot and so, what's the time? It's basically turning 9. I think this is a good time to end it. But I've had a good time, don't get me wrong. I always have a good time streaming, but I think I'm about ready to call it because it's very hot in this room. I think I'm going to go take a walk, and there's other stuff I'd like to see too, ideally. So I'd like to thank, let me turn off desktop audio. I would like to thank Synthietti for the follow, Randy Random V2 for the follow, and Steelers7532 for the follow. I've had a good time streaming. Trans rights, thank you, Lambda. Hopefully I'll see you guys again. I might take a break from Battle Brothers streaming it, because I'm just a little conflicted as to exactly how I need to proceed. In addition, I might go ahead and play the stream save when I'm not streaming. Not as in to do stuff that needs, like, really big, like, to get really big stuff done without streaming it. I think just to be able to make progress without the streams feeling like a slog. I think I just need to take a moment to play the save on my own and put some effort in to, like, get better guys and get better gear. And then we can maybe come back and it feels less... I don't know. Our guys are good and we're navigating most fights, but the legendary stuff is just a hard wall. I'm not expecting them to be trivial, but it feels like we just don't even stand a chance. Anyway, you guys take it easy. I had a good time, I always do, and maybe I'll see you again tomorrow. I don't know. Take it easy. Bye-bye.